Next, I'm going to go over your driver's seat positions. So inside here, you will notice, of course, that you do have your 10-way power seat with your seat memory. So forward and backwards, up and down, of course. And then in the front, you will notice that it will change the camber of the seat for yourself for extra comfort. And you do have your lumbar control right there, as well as this button to recline your seat back forward and backward as you see fit. Finally, to set your seat memory, all you have to do is simply press the set button, press the 1 button when you are in the position that you want to be, or the 2 button, and will automatically go back to that preset memory setting that you have. Moving on to the interior door controls. So beside your steering column, you will notice that you have a power liftgate button from the inside that will open it for you, as well as your off-road traction control, a 360-degree view camera, which is sitting on the bottom of each of the mirrors that you can press at any time to see your 360-degree view, as well as your lane departure warning and your parking assist. So if you know that you're parking somewhere close to something, you can turn that off entirely. And finally, just down below here is where your gas release cap is, as well as your hood release latch. Next is your steering wheel, as well as your light controls and your wiper controls. So on the left-hand side of your steering wheel, you do have your lighting controls. You will notice you turn it once, it goes into automatic function, so it'll automatically turn on and off with the ambient light around you. Turn it one more time, your standard daytime running lights, your headlights, as well as when you push it backwards, you turn on your brights. In between that, you will notice that you do, of course, have your fog lights as well. Now, one thing to know about the fog lights is they will not turn on unless your headlights are already on, so as to not burn out the bulbs a little bit too early, not realizing that they're on during the day. Into the steering wheel, you will notice, of course, you have your steering wheel mounted controls for all of your radio functions, your volume controls, as well as your forward and backwards. The info setting will adjust a couple of things on your display on your gauge cluster, as well as your voice command button there to start your voice commands. Down below that is all of your Bluetooth functions to answer and hang up your phone calls. Moving over to the right-hand side of your steering wheel is all of your cruise control settings. You will, of course, notice that this does have the adaptive cruise control button. That is for the GSI Active and up. So that button might be a little bit different. However, right beside that is your standard cruise control button. So whenever you get to the speed that you like to be cruising at, you press the button to be able to set wherever you want to be at. Of course, up and down to be able to adjust that speed. Your cancel will turn it off for you. And then right beside that is your mode, so you can adjust from your adaptive cruise control mode should you have it, or simply turn it off entirely. On both sides, you do have your paddle shifters to be able to adjust what gear you're in if you want to have a little bit of a sportier feel. And then finally, you will notice on the side, you do have all of your windshield wiper controls. So up just to miss just the one time. If you put it down one below, it will go into an automatic function, so it'll sense when the rain is actually coming down and adjust its speed to how fast that rain is coming. One down further is, of course, your low setting, and one more is your high setting. And last but not least, on the side, you do have your rear windshield wiper settings, so off entirely, an intermittent, as well as just on entirely. To spray, always pull towards yourself to do the front, and push away from yourself to be able to do that rear windshield.